Hello, and welcome to the Saturday morning board game show with Tantrum House. I'm Journeyman Dan.
I'm Will.
And I'm Sarah.
And there's a bunch of other people back there that are going to be part of the show as well today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this morning. We're looking forward to hanging out, playing some games.
Absolutely.
Chatting about Tantrum Con.
That's right.
We got all kinds of stuff on the show. This is our first show of the year, which we are excited and still half asleep for. One of the things that we want to do in this episode, so stick around till later in the show, we actually want to get you guys' opinion on some of the segments that we do, just get some fresh ideas on things that we can bring to the show this year.
What do you want to watch this year?
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to know. We've got a couple ideas to maybe pitch at you and get your feedback on. We also do want to play a game with you at the end of the show, so be here for that. Sarah, why don't you, we always like to start off by giving a shout out to some of our show sponsors who we're talking about today.
All right, we have Game Toppers LLC. We have Find Matt right here in front of us.
Look at that, just holding that card. So
They will be also sponsoring Tantrum Con. So if you are headed to Tantrum Con, you can check out.
Are they going to have a booth?
They have a booth, I believe. So either way, we will have game mats.
But Berkey will be there. Come say.
Yeah, we will have game mats and all kinds of stuff to show off at Tantrum Con, which will be amazing. So you can check them out there. Also, The Op is our other sponsor for the show, and you can check out their games at theop.com.
Yeah, I think is Hannah teaching some games at Tantrum Con that are The Op branded. So yeah, be sure to come and have some fun with us. If you don't know what we're talking about, go check out tantrumcon.com right now. That's the only reason you're allowed to leave the show. Otherwise, stay tuned in. We're going to head over to the table, and we're going to take a look at a game that I don't know what it is. Surprise me.
Hey, welcome to the table. Jonah.
Oh yeah, I'm Jonah.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Kevin, and we are going to talk about a game called Forest Shuffle from Lookout Games. This was released the end of 2023. A lot of people say it sort of is like Earth Light.
I would agree.
So what you're doing,
I would agree.
So what you're doing in the game,
building a tableau?
Yes.
You're building a tableau of trees, and in that, the first question you have to ask with your start hand is, do you have at least a tree in your hand?
I do.
Okay.
Would you like to know what type?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, no problem.
So what you're going to do on your turn is either play a card from your hand, and the first card that you need to do is play a tree, because all the animals in your hand need to go either above, below, or to the sides of the tree. And you'll notice on these, I'll just show my hand, on the animal cards, they're either going to be split down the middle on horizontally or vertically, and that you sort of see where they're going to go on the around the tree. Now the trees themselves can give you points. The animals are going to give you points and extra actions and things like that. Some of them are set collections, like the butterflies. Some of them want other, like a lot of the deer want other deer. Or what was the bunny one that you had?
I had like a hare that was the only card that could stack on top of each other, because normally there's only one card per side.
Okay.
But that, and then because I had a fox, all of those hares were an additional 2 points.
Uh-huh.
So they stack just like in Earth, where the tableau kind of can compound if you get the right cards.
Yep.
So the gameplay is really simple. On your turn, you play a card. Your first turn, you got to play a tree card. But from that point forward, on your turn, you play a card from your hand.
The cost.
And there is a cost at the top left-hand corner. I should have discarded, and it goes into what they call the clearing. So you have to discard 2 cards in order to play that tree card.
Okay.
And some cards have 0 cost. Some cards have it's 0 to 2, 0 to 3.
So I'm going to show the other. Just show the other option you can do. So I'm going to pick up 2 cards.
Yep. Or instead of playing a card, you can pick 2 cards
From the clearing.
or you can just draw blind.
Because, for example, that red fox goes really well with that
hare.
European hare, and they're on opposite sides, so I can stick it on one tree.
So you're starting to look at things that go together, and the other interesting thing is you'll notice at the top right hand of your cards they have little colors. They have orange and yellow and red. A lot of times you'll see on a card like this one, if I play this card and my card that I discarded to play this card, at least, or both of them were that color orange, then I get to take that special bonus action benefit.
Okay.
So you're sort of chaining a lot of times on what you're doing, which I find interesting as well. The gameplay is pretty simple. You're gonna play until
13?
Winter is coming. So you're gonna have 3 Winter is coming cards in the deck, and they're sort of spaced like Pandemic style in the shuffled into the bottom half of the deck. The first one, you're like, oh, it's coming. Second one's coming. When the third one comes,
Winter is here.
winter's here. Game over immediately. That person doesn't even
Okay.
take their they
Doesn't even take their turn.
Nope.
like if they were in the middle of their turn, they're done.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you count up points to see who wins.
I like it.
So pretty simple. There's a cave that you have. There's a way to get cards under your cave. Hannah did a good job last time we played with getting cards under your cave, and they're worth a point each.
Nice.
Yeah, the raccoon can allow you to do that.
Now, if this game is from Lookout Games, but help me remember, did it get rebranded? Did it get Forward Shuffle? A different company?
Nope.
Take over? Oh, okay.
No.
No problem.
That's
Lookout
okay.
Games.
Lookout Game. This is coming from like a division of Asmodee.
Mm-hmm.
So there's Fox Experiment from Pandasaurus, but different game. But it's
Different
Fox
game.
theme.
Different game.
Yep, Fox theme. So that's for Shuffle. We're gonna go back to the couch.
Welcome back.
Hey, so we've got Unrest from Pandasaurus Games here. We're going to take a look at this. This is a 2-player kind of
I'm
a
out.
deductive strategy kind of game where you're trying to basically mess each other up. Sarah's the Empire. I'm going to be the Resistance. I'm getting some 1984 type vibes. We've got the Ministry of Truth and Ministry of Plenty. It's a post-apocalyptic type era. I, as the Resistance, have these cards that range from 2 to 6 in 5 different suits. I also have this little misdirection card, which is just there to mess Sarah up. But as the Resistance, my goal is to complete 3 of these goals. Now I can do 3 of the same goal 3 times, but I have to complete 3 goals to win the game. Sarah's trying to make me run out of this deck of cards so that she stops me from completing my objectives. Now the goals are things like, all right, I have to have 21 or more at a single location, or I have to have 4 red and 4 purple, 8 red but no yellow, or 3 of any one number at a location. So I'm going to draw 5 cards, and I have to choose an area of interest. So it's basically choosing which 2 locations I'm going to look at. So we'll go ahead and choose the Capitol and the police headquarters. You know what? I'm going to put this card face down. This is part of the, I guess, deduction for Sarah. I'm also going to put this card face down. And we'll put this card face up. So now Sarah has 4 different things she can do. She can destroy one of my cards. She doesn't get to look at it.
Destroy it.
She can block one of the 2 locations so that I have to put all my cards at the other one.
Unlucky.
She can reveal one of the hidden cards, and then she could just move one of these 3 cards to any location.
Destroy.
I'm gonna reveal this one.
Okay, so we're gonna take a look. All right. Oh, it was a misdirection. So that just wastes her turn, essentially.
Yep.
I tried to tell you.
Okay, so I've already spent this.
Yep.
Set it up to the side. So I have these 3 left to spend.
Oh, you get to spend them every turn.
I get to spend 2 every turn.
Spend
I was paying
2.
attention.
So now that she used the reveal or surveil, she can't use that again until all 4 of them have been used.
Ooh.
I will. Let's blockade this.
Okay, so she's blocking police headquarters. So she doesn't get to know what this is. Only I know that it's this super cool, awesome card. And that goes there. Okay, now we check. Surprise, I did not complete an objective.
Yep.
So we keep going. I draw 3 more cards.
This is.
You can move that, yep.
Yep. So I have these 2 left this
I
time.
can now choose a new area of interest, but I'm going to actually say the same thing. I'm going to stay there. And I'm going to try to get, you know what, let's do this. We'll go face down, face up.
Okay.
So now Sarah only has the 2 actions remaining that she can do.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to reroute this card
Okay?
over here.
So we just move this. Again, she doesn't get to look, it just moves.
And then I'm going to block that card.
I think you can only spend 2 per turn. I'm so confused.
I did. I spent 1 too.
So she's
That was
she's
last turn.
destroying
you guys
this
are so
card.
fast.
Will's over here
Chatting with
chatting with the
It's so
audience and
horrible.
not paying attention.
I wish you could come to TantrumCon too.
So this means I have to put this somewhere. You know what? I'm going to put it here, but I still have not completed the objective. So that's a full. I mean, that's a round. But now she gets her
Yeah.
actions back. I'm going to draw 3 more, and basically we're going to keep doing this.
I want to see what you played.
We're gonna keep doing it. I haven't completed it, but yeah, if ever, let's
He was trying so hard.
Let's
Yeah.
pretend that you played some other cards.
I played some other cards. We had some different things. You know, I've got a 3, a 4, a misdirection. But the cards the card she moved was a 3. Okay, that wouldn't have completed my goal. And then I
Oh,
had a
the 6! No!
So actually,
Destroy it.
you did tell me to destroy it.
so
Say
that
which one I was.
that sets me up well because if I could get 4 of this yellow or the orange suit, that would complete this goal. And now the capital would go away and it would merge together.
Oh, wait a minute. So the cards that are still there would merge?
No.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
These would all go away if I had
Gotcha,
completed
gotcha,
that.
okay.
Yeah, now I'm working with those
I was
4.
like, well, that'd be super powerful.
So you'd have 2 more objectives to complete. It could be the
Correct.
same one.
Yep.
Cool.
I don't have to tell you if I complete it or not. Sometimes that's strategic to
Oh,
not
interesting.
tell you. I've had it happen where I played this with my wife. I didn't claim the objective, and then she did something. It was one of these like red with no yellow, and she moved a yellow card there without realizing that I had
She was
it, and now I couldn't
intentionally
complete
doing
it. So, yeah, it's got you
Bad
know,
strategy you could do.
yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But that is Unrest from
Very cool.
Pandasaurus.
Excellent stuff. Let's head back over to the table.
Welcome back to the table. We have a game called Unboxed from WizKids. Unboxed from WizKids, and this is a game where you're trying to figure out how to play the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we have set up
Perfect.
the first one for Jonah because Hannah and I have already played.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I
here we
will
go.
be more than happy to figure
Let me
out
just
how
give
to
you a
play this
general
game.
overview. The theme is that we're archaeologists and we've gone into these like tombs or caves and we found these components.
Okay.
And it gives us a little bit of a what they call the dig manual, and it's asking questions. And it tells you in each of the dig sites what components to use. So in this one it says use deck A, and then every player gets 4 of the color discs,
Yep.
and it has a group of questions. Now in the game there are 10 dig sites.
Okay.
They get progressively harder.
Okay.
Somehow we're finding better caves or
Yeah,
something as
yeah.
we're going through. This first cave, they're like, So, there's 4 questions. Jonah,
Ready.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Question number 1. What does the optimal game setup look like? What do you think setup looks like?
With using these.
Yep, so you have a deck of cards.
Can I?
You may look at those cards, sure. Yeah, everything's examinable. What do you think? Yeah, you can look at the other side. That's fine. You don't need to look at the other side, but I'll give you a
Yes.
hint. You just need to look at the back side. What do you think?
What do you think the optimal game setup looks like?
Yeah.
I think that we're probably all taking some of these cards.
You think? Okay.
Yeah, we should take.
There are light squares and then there are dark squares. What's going on with that?
Yeah,
think?
I see that. I see that for sure.
Okay.
Here, audience member.
Yeah.
Oh. Like
Okay, here we go.
this.
Oh.
This, like
Jonah's
this.
got this. Jonah's got it.
Yep.
Like this.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
I'm cooking with grease now.
Okay, so see what Jonah's doing is he's taking what he sees on the back of the cards and he's creating rows of cards based on the different backs of the cards. And as you can see, we have 6 cards in each row with 4 rows. All right, question number 2.
Boom.
What do players?
Baby.
That's right. What do players do on their turn? You want to hear all questions and then we can before you answer that one.
Sure.
Okay,
3 more questions, right?
2 more after this.
Okay.
What do players do on their turn?
Sure.
When does the game end?
Yep.
And how is a winner determined? Those are your 4 questions.
Okay. What do players
what
do
do
on
we
their
do on our
turn?
turn? With our, what do you think?
You definitely place one of your tokens on one of the cards that you want to
Okay.
select. Like it's going to be your card,
Okay.
if you will.
You're really close.
You pick a card.
Okay.
You look on the back. You don't need the backs of the card.
You can now.
Now we need the backs.
That was
Okay,
just saying,
yes.
That was just
okay.
set
You
up.
pick a card.
Okay.
You look on the back of the card.
All right.
If the
We'll do
back
it.
of the card, yeah, I'll pick this one.
Okay.
I'll look on
And
the back.
what is it?
It's got the red, so I'm gonna put
Okay.
my red. I'm matching my colors.
Are you matching colors?
Mhm.
Here, this
Let's
is a
look
little.
at what she's got.
Oh.
We're just playing a matching game.
Baby.
No, don't match with me. Okay, very interesting.
Keep
Let's
going.
continue.
Keep going.
Only 1. She had 3. Not so.
Not
I
so-
don't want to put my.
You do.
I do want to put my
Yeah.
token on that.
Yep. Death.
Death on the Nile.
Oh my gosh, Kevin's bad.
I see. Okay, so we're actually looking to get these gold doubloons.
Yeah.
if
Right
you
now,
will.
I have the most.
And
Hannah's doing well.
we are going to. These are not good. These are. You
I mean,
just
they're
lose-
skulls.
lose your
So,
thing.
so on your turn, you're flipping a card and putting your token on it.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
You're gonna have 4 chances
When
to
does-
do that. When the last person plays, when
Yep.
we're at a lot of tokens, we're gonna add up the coins, and
Yep.
whoever has the most coins wins.
All right. Woo!
You could be an archaeologist.
You are an
There we go,
archaeologist.
baby.
All right. So,
Let's see here. There hasn't been one found in the bottom row.
oh,
That isn't it.
I'm gonna try. Oh!
Not good. Not good for me.
Oh.
Oh, we're
Good,
back
good.
at it.
Back at it.
Okay.
You have 4.
4. No!
Hannah.
How did you get so many?
Okay, not good. All right, so the game is over. This was the most simple game in the deck or in the box. We did answer all the questions properly. Now in the game, there are hints.
Okay.
So I'm going to just show you some of the other things that you could have done. So what was the question? What was question number 1? What does the optimal game look like? So the hint is all of your options should be laid out before you. That was the hint. So you can do things like that in the game. Every dig site has a different sort of components that you're using. There's a lot of different decks in the game, and then it tells you what you need to use the game, to use the components in the game, and then you're just trying to answer the questions.
Yeah, this is hard not giving any spoilers and trying to explain what
Yeah.
it is.
I would say this is the most basic. There was the one that we played with Hannah was like number 6 or 7. I actually enjoyed that one. Some of them are like, like this is like
Yeah, sure.
like you
But
can
you can
play
play
this.
with your kids.
You can play with your kid. Yeah, just flip a card over, put a token on it. So simple.
Yep.
But some of them get a little bit more complex, and that is so. If you're looking to figure out how to play games,
It's like a new take on an escape room kind of
Sure.
thing.
Yeah.
Kind
Good.
of.
It was fun.
all right, that is Unboxed from WizKids. Back to the couch.
Hello! We are looking at Line It from Gigamic. And I picked this one up at Essen. Lots of people were playing it this year at Essen. In the game, you are trying to make an ascending or descending line of cards. So we'll just jump right in. You're going to set up a market. On your turn, you have to pick a card from the market, and it either can go straight down in front of you to start a line, or you can hold it in your hand for later. So I will let Dan start us off. Yep, no, you're going to take 98. Are you going to start your line? You may only play one card to your line, so you probably do
What-
want to start it.
Yeah.
You probably do want to start your line.
We'll go ahead and start it.
So Dan's gonna pick 98. Will's going. Don't refill.
Don't
yet.
refill.
Don't refill. Will's gonna go next.
Question: can it be ascending or descending?
Yes.
So 51 is a great middle number.
I wouldn't start in the middle if I were you.
I literally just asked her if we could start ascending or descending. Is that not true?
Ascending.
You can go either way you want.
It's one direction either way.
That's what I was asking.
Yes.
So it's the
One
opposite of what she
direction.
said a second
Okay.
ago. All right, I'll try 19.
19. Okay, you guys left me with. I'll take 75. All right. So we've all started a line. We could have put these cards in our hand if we wanted to, but we've all got pretty good cards. The cards that are left are gonna go in a pile there, and we will
Under their
refill.
colored token.
We will refill. 3. They're all upside down.
Those are good numbers.
Oh, yeah.
This is trash.
All right.
Okay. Do I
right.
keep going? Do we keep going around?
It is now Will's turn.
Well, okay.
Oh, those are so terrible.
Remember, you can put them in your hand.
Oh,
can put 'em in your
sure.
hand.
Can put 'em in my hand.
So, what we will be doing
5, 4, and
is
3
there
all in
are
one
some
spot.
black bet cards in the deck. Let me find a couple here. My turn.
I'm gonna hold on to this one.
Stole it from Sarah. I like that. Out of turn order. Good accidental
Yep.
cheating
Oh,
there, Dan.
yeah. Sorry. Go for it, Sarah.
Yeah, I'm probably taking the 40. Sorry, Dan. I'm gonna put it in my
Okay.
hand.
I'll just take the 2.
And you
All
get the
right.
full ends. It's like you're right there.
I know.
All right. We're gonna flip over
What
some
happens
more
in the
cards.
middle?
All
It
right.
says
So
middle
there's a
deal,
bet
Julius.
card. Perfect. All right. So,
Oh, right.
On-
I see how you shuffled this deck.
yep. The bet card, I'm going to go ahead and play it, is going to say that now in my line, I have to have at least 3 more cards. If I do, I'll complete my bet. I'll get a bonus 3 points,
Ooh.
and then I will score. So we'll keep playing. Dan, go ahead.
I still don't love my options, so I'm just gonna take the 60 for now and hang on to it.
Take the. When can we play the cards that are in our hands that we
You
take?
can
I guess it makes sense.
You can play a
you can
card,
play
right?
a card.
Oh, so I can put one in my hand and play a card?
Yes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You playing one?
I guess not yet.
Okay.
How do I get a bed token? I want a bed token.
They have to show up.
They have to show
Card.
up.
Ooh.
5.
Ooh.
Seems like a lot. Good luck, Dan.
But I mean, I'm at 98, so, but if I play that now, I'm only gonna score 1 point, right?
I think
No.
it's the next 5
No,
cards.
you have to play 5 more additional cards.
Correct, and if I do that, then once I score, do I keep the 1,
So,
or do I get the
so
5?
when you score, let me just score.
You're set up to be able to do it, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can get the next 5
Let's-
cards that are lower than
let's
Yeah,
that.
say-
we'll just do that.
Let's say we'll jump ahead here. Let's say my line looks like this. I'm gonna actually add one more. See if I can find. I'm just gonna pull one out of here so that we have a finish line. Let's say that's my line.
Imagine it upside down in your head, audience.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I completed my line of 3. 2 things are gonna happen here. I completed my line. So how scoring is gonna work. 3 cards are gonna go in the trash. I'm gonna get a +3 because I finished this, and these 2 cards are gonna score a point each. So I now have 5 points. I also, because there were 3 red cards, I will take the jackpot of red cards that were left over. So this didn't happen to be, that will also be a point at the end of the game. So whenever you get 3 of the same color in your line, you can take the jackpot of that color. And then if you ever have to finish a line early, you're going to be getting negative points because now you're going to have to trash 3 from the line before. So that's
So
how we
if I
do
got to a point where I only had 4.
4 after that
Yeah.
bet card, then you would actually get -5.
Oh, ouch.
So
When does the game
you don't.
end?
The game ends when the deck is gone.
Whole deck. Okay,
Okay.
so we're playing through the whole thing. I do like the brightness of these cards. These
Yeah.
are fun looking. Like I want to win this
Yep.
shiny
We
red
played
card.
this. Actually, we played this in the airport on the way back from Essen, if you recall.
I don't.
Nice.
You don't recall because you were real tired.
have
But
no
I had a great
Yeah,
time
no
playing.
It looks for. I know we have played this. I did not remember at all how to, but that's pretty slick. Line it from. Who is it from?
Gigamic.
Gigamic. Gigamic? How do we pronounce
Yes.
it? All right, I think we're headed back to the table. It looks like Kevin's alone back there. Do you need
Yeah,
some-
I don't know where Jonah
Do you need,
went.
do you need
but
some
Jonah's
friends?
coming back sometime. But while we wait for Jonah, I'll talk about 3 games. There's Jonah. 3 games. One is Deckscape Tokyo Blackout. If you're a fan of those escape room style games, this is a simple escape room style game where you are trying to figure out what happened in Tokyo. There's been a blackout and bad things are happening and there's bad people at play. There might be a mole in your system and you're trying to figure out who that person is. So there's different players that are in the game that have different powers and you're trying to figure out how that all interacts with what's going on, how they interact with what's going on in the game. So pretty simple. I played a lot of escape room style games. I would say this is on the much easier side. It's sort of the game sort of leads you through what's going on in the game. So that's Deckscape Tokyo Blackout. There's a lot of Deckscapes out there. Number 2 is Inheritors. This is from North Star Games, a very small box as you can see. At the beginning of the game, everyone gets 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now on these cards, you'll notice that they have different numbers and colors, and those are going to be red, green, blue, yellow, and purple. And you're going to have some special power cards too that you're going to see in the game, like spies and relics and stuff like that. The big idea on the game is you're trying to create sets of ascending number cards. So you're trying to you have to put a 1 down first.
Can I put the 2 yellow?
No, because I have my own.
You have your own.
I have
sets.
my own sets of cards that I'm doing.
Yep.
So you may not place the 2 on there because you must start with a 1
Okay.
as well. But at the beginning of your turn, on your turn, you can either play a card, you can draw cards, things like that. But if you we have a deck of cards here, so if you don't want to play a card, you can draw 2 cards from the deck. Oh, you have a purple one. Nice.
I'll do a purple one.
Yeah. And then, so I'm like, oh man,
We have to do an ascending all the way to 5.
Well, you can get
Ten.
as high as you can, because the higher you go, the better points you're going to get at the game.
And then all colors. Individually, all colors?
Individually, all colors, but some of the different things that are happening in the game are once you get to number 3 on a color, you have the option to take the clan sort of leader. So we have a clan leader for each color.
Yep.
But the game says you can only have 1 clan leader in your
Okay.
that you gain in the game. So in this case, you're looking like, which clan leader do I want to go after? So I might have the 3 yellow, but I might not want the clan leader 3, the yellow. So, but I might be working on another color that I want. So there's that sort of push and pull in the game. The clan leaders give you special powers. There are also more clan leaders in the box, so every game's a little bit different on that. There's also honors. So if you can get 4 2s down, you're gonna get honors, which is gonna give you points. If you get up to 6,
Up to a 6,
Yep.
2 4s.
Yep. And then there's a way to get quests. I forget exactly how you get a quest. Let's see. Discard 3 cards of the same color to take a quest card and draw a card from the deck. So that's any 3 from your hand. So I could discard like 3 purple or something to get a quest card. And then, does it say from your hand? It might be from down here. It might be. I might be
Things you've
wrong.
already
It might be
played.
already played ones. My wife
It
probably
would be.
It would be. Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has to be already played cards. So that is Inheritors from North Star Games. There's a lot of special cards too. You might have seen like the Spy. They do special actions that hurt your opponents or help you, things like that. So
Okay.
sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah.
All right, that is Inheritors from North Star. Let's do the last one. Yeah, they give you points.
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 Quest cards give you points.
Yeah, everything's, you're trying to get points. So, all right, the last game before we go back to the couch is called Trick Draw. This is from Good Games Company. Good Games Publishing, sorry. At the beginning of the game, everyone gets 2 cards. This is probably the simplest of the 3 games I'm talking about here.
My 2 cards are worth a point.
Yeah, so on your turn, you can either play a card from your hand, face up, or face down. You'll notice if it's face down, you automatically are getting a point.
There you go.
All right. Or you can draw, I think it's 2 cards from the deck. Double check that. Game, how to play a card, or draw 1 card. So, at the beginning of your turn, you always draw a card.
Okay.
And then you play a card. I'm just gonna.
Your turn.
Yep. I'm gonna play that face down. Now it's your turn.
All right.
Yep. And then you're trying to get.
I'm gonna play this face up. Preparation. When
On
I
the-
play a card face down, I'm gonna flip this card face down and draw
Okay.
another card.
There you go. So in the future.
Now we're cooking.
2 ways to trigger. There's an end game showdown, and first, basically you're trying to get 10 points.
Yep.
So and
You
then
got 1.
I got 1 point, and then you always draw a card, and then so this one is on reveal. So I just revealed it. Discard a card. Look at the top 3 cards of the deck. Put 1 back, and draw the other 2.
Oh, nice.
So there you go.
Okay, I gotta take this one.
So this is better at 3, 4, 5 players. I think it plays up to 6. Where's the back of the box? No, it plays up to 5 players. So
I'm going to, on reveal, choose 2 players.
Ooh.
Kevin, with 1 card owned by each of those chosen players.
ooh, ongoing ability.
You would.
So that is Trick Draw. Much better at higher player counts because you're interacting with what other player. This one's like draw a card, then swap your hand with a rival's hand.
Ooh.
So there's different things. There's a way where cards start like compounding with each other to get more points. So, yep.
I had some good ones, but I needed more cards in play to use them.
So there's ongoing abilities, on once per turn abilities. So on reveal, I played that. So yeah, it's a much out of all 3 of these, is probably the simplest one. You just draw a card and play a card. So if you enjoy that kind of simple type of game, then check out Trick Draw from Good Games Publishing. Back to the couch.
Welcome back. Hey, first off, before we jump in,
Yes.
thank you guys already. The brainstorming is great. Keep it coming. If you didn't read the comments, we are going to, after we talk about this game, we're going to join over at the couch. We're going to do some brainstorming for some segments and ideas for the coming year. So go ahead and put your brainstorming cap on right now. And you can keep flooding the comments with the good ideas. That's fine. But we're going to chat about them in just a minute. Before we do that, though, Hannah, what are we looking at right now?
Yeah, so this is Get On Board Paris and Roma by Yellow Games. And we did have a really funny moment.
We should have had this conversation.
So it's
She was
spelled-
double checking. So she pointed, she said, do we call this yellow? And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's yellow. What color?
Yes, Will thought I was referring to the color of the Metro cards, not the name of the company that produces this.
Are you colorblind as well?
No, I was asking how I pronounced it, yellow or
it's a
yellow.
weird
So it is yellow. So this is not really a flip and write, but we're going to be flipping cards and riding the Metro around Roma. So how this board game will flip, depending on what your player count is. 1 to 3, you're playing Roma. 4 to 6, you're playing. 4 to 5, you are playing Paris. So you don't really get to pick your city.
You don't get to see the other side today.
Yes, well, I've already set up. If we hadn't already set up the game, I would have shown you the other city.
Stay tuned.
At the end of the discussion. All right. So everyone has one of these sheets that we will be filling out, and I'll kind of go based on how each section scores. Everyone, we are going to be flipping over 12 cards. We're going to be using each of the numbers once, and each card has a different shape of lines that we will be laying. And they're all asymmetrical. So everyone's player board and what shape they'll be laying down is different.
Cool.
So that's the cool thing. So kind of going through what each of the sections are, and then we'll go through that. So then we have grandma. If you end up landing one of your lines on any of the grandma sections, you're gonna circle one of the spots, and they just add up points.
Good Italian
depending on how many grandmas you visit. This orange one at the bottom is connections. Now, the first card that will flip in the game, I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. It's going to be the number 6. That border is yellow. It could have been red, but this one is yellow. So we're actually going to check the yellow box. Every time you go on a yellow line or happen to lay one of your lines next to another player, you're going to mark one of your connection spots. And it just scores points depending on how far along you are at the end of the game. Students and universities. Every student you pass, you're going to circle. Every university you land on, you're going to also circle. At the end of the game, you're going to times how many students times universities.
Cool.
And then you have your tourists. They're going to the hotels and the stadiums. Every tourist you pass, you're just going to circle them. Whenever you get to either a hotel or a stadium, you're going to check off one of those, and then you're going to score based on the furthest left, and the points are at the bottom.
Cool.
And you can only score those 3 times. And then you have your red box at the top. That's going to be if for whatever reason you're stuck and you want to turn a curve into a straight line or vice versa, you can take a negative point to do that, and you probably will. And then you have the flirts.
The flirt.
The flirts is this pink section. And you're only paying attention to the background color, whether it's light or dark, and then you will either circle a light or dark of the flirts. And you want them in pairs, 1 light, 1 dark. When you reach a restaurant, then you're going to add up however many points you have and then cross off the rest in that row. You can only score a row at a time.
Oh, okay. So
and then the next section's going to be, we do have bonus cards. Whoever gets 5, in this particular game, whoever gets 5 students first gets 10 points. Whoever visits 10 stadiums first gets 10 points. And then based on how many of your specific route you're trying to visit, if you can get 1 black dot, you can get 2 points. 2 is 5, 3 is 10. You also have these metro stops. We're all going to start on a metro. How you start the game, you're going to divide out the first 6 cards, and you get to pick where you start based on which numbers you have. You get to pick one of them. And since we are starting on a metro, that's where we would go ahead and circle. We are all going to start with 1 metro, and that is going to be future in the game. You can cross that off and lay 1 more line. So
Every time you cross a metro.
for every metro, you can cross off one line. If you have any that aren't crossed off, they're worth 2 points at the end of the game.
Cool.
And that is kind of how the
Let's
game
take
of Get
a
on
turn.
Board.
I love these torn tickets. That's
Yeah,
fun.
you're kind of start. So let's start with number 6. So look at whichever your 6 is on your board, cross it off.
We only get to use it one time?
Yes, every number will be used once, but each
Alright.
shape will be used twice. So some of them have like an either or. You get to choose which of those shapes you're going to be using.
Okay, fascinating.
So
and yours are
I'm
different than
doing.
mine. Yep. So I'm only going.
Everyone
3
is
straight
different,
lines.
starting from your colored M. And remember, you're trying to get to your different colors.
I'm visiting a grandma.
Do you
you're-
move your okay?
And so you're literally going to be. And remember, if you ever get yourself in a corner where you cannot move, your game will be done. And that
Oh,
is
you only got to move one
I
space.
did.
That's so
My 6 and
sad.
12 is just
I'm moving
one little
3. I'm
stop.
crushing it.
1, 2.
I'm gonna hook myself up with metro line. Oh, I gotta go in a straight line.
All right,
I
and
already accidentally cheated.
now remember, how many are you doing?
Three straight lines.
3 straight line. Got to go in a straight line. So now every dot that you have visited, you're going to go ahead
Mark
and
off.
mark off.
I visited a grandma.
So I have a tourist
Started on a metro.
A
I got
grandma.
A second metro.
and a student.
Got a tourist.
And remember, it is the one, and then a
the one
student.
you end on. Yeah, all right, cool.
And you will have to start from the end of your line next. And so so we'll just keep going. So doing number 9.
This is faster and cooler than I thought it was going to be already.
I mean, it is pretty good.
Straight line curve.
Curve, straight line, curve. It doesn't matter like what order I do them in, right? Because
Is it only where you stop or where you go through?
It's where you stop. And remember, you can't go back on your own line. You cannot touch your line again. You can only
guess I'm
you
going
cannot
this
do
way.
it. So
but you die.
well, yeah,
stuck
that would
with
be the end of
another-
your game.
Can we be on multiple
So
spaces that other people's?
so yeah. So if you
lines are on?
you can be on
Okay,
other
you
people's,
can do
you
that.
just
Wait,
cannot
I
be
can't
your
do that.
own.
I gotta go straight.
So I'm
gotta go there.
actually
I'm going to
going
the other metro.
this way, and because I played on Will's line, I'm getting 2 connection.
Whoa, wait a
points.
minute. All right, well then
It
I'll
doesn't-
come.
it doesn't-
Fine. I see how this goes.
It doesn't bother
I'm on
you
now.
at all.
All right.
But I will be, and so then I have
I forgot
another
that's how connection points worked.
tourist and
Grandma.
another metro point.
And
I have a metro.
Another tourist.
And each of us have different
Oh, yeah, I
goals
forgot about my
for your route
You
that we're
just
trying
going
to get.
wherever you just
To get the most
Will's on an
things.
adventure.
Yes. So
First
you
off, it's upside down. I'll never be able to figure this out unless I move physically anyway. So
anyway, and you just keep playing through all 12 cards. That's Get on Board, Paris, and Roma. There are other boards, and they have other cities in this entire line of board games by yellow.
Yellow.
as it were. All right.
You
Are
wanna-
we all here? Dan, come on in. Grab a chair. Slide something over.
Slide down.
Let's chat.
Slide down. Slide down.
I think Ryan might
Ryan's
slide in
out
to
there.
join us. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome to the show, Ryan. Thanks for switching and commenting and all that good stuff. All right, so I saw that there were already good comments in here. I hope these comments are on public so that we can save them after the show.
Take screenshots just in case.
Yeah, somebody take notes on all the best ideas. So, new year, new us, new show. We have been doing the Tantrum House Saturday morning board game show for 50 episodes or something. I don't remember what the number is.
Oh, wow.
48 episodes. Do you remember what it is?
I don't.
Go look at the cover thumbnail. It's on there. I think this is like 48, 49, something like that.
So that's 4 years.
Is it really? I
It's,
can't really do
if it's-
math. I can't really
10
do
to
working
12.
math.
There were a
There's
few-
52 weeks in a year.
Well, no, we did months. We're doing
Come on,
months.
do it.
Oh, that's a lot. Whoa.
12 times 4 is
The math.
I feel like it's
Well-
been 3 years.
Yeah, I think it's like.
Yeah.
3 seems like a long time. I actually did not realize there was that many. And we have fun. We love being able to show you guys some of the games. We appreciate you guys that tune in every month. We love that. So we have several ideas we want to just pitch out there. I don't have them in any organized fashion. However, our thought was that we would love to incorporate just some additional stuff in the show besides just back and forth 100 times over. So we've thought about adding some new segments. We'd love to know your feedback on the ones that we maybe have brainstormed. Does anybody brainstorm any?
I have
just
3.
looked at the
Oh,
thumbnail.
good. All right,
I do
good.
have 3.
What-
Somebody else said 48.
48 episodes. That's pretty crazy.
That's 4 years.
That's 4 years.
Exactly. Right?
What?
Yep.
We are old. I feel like we're old. I want to go back and
But
watch
we
the
look
first
young,
episode. Do we
so
look
there
like
we go.
babies? I feel like 4 years is a long time.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
go back to your idea.
Right. So, first off, the stuff you guys put in the comments, I already love. We need a summary of those somewhere. Hook us up, Corlu, because it's summary of the good ideas that have already been put in there, because there's a lot of comments. Second thought was, and we haven't even had this discussion, but is Saturday morning like the best time? Would you like rather tune in Saturday night? Like, would that somehow draw in more people? What are your thoughts on time? If you watch regular live shows anywhere, anytime,
Maybe
what's
they
your
don't
favorite
want
time?
live shows.
Yeah.
Do you not want live shows? Would you rather us just put this content out and you guys come back and watch it? Give us your feedback on that. Step one. Step two, I guess let's just talk about some of the segment ideas that we've had. Did you say you had a couple?
I have 3.
All right, let's see what you got. Give them to us, Hannah.
Okay, so one idea was to do a 5-minute interview with each Tantrum House member with a interview style with a mixture of actual board game questions and also personal questions, so we can get to know each of us. And I think with 5 minutes, even if we went through everybody, there's enough questions out there where we could just keep going through people.
Yeah.
So it's like an
And we
interview.
can get your questions at home too, which is cool. I
So
like that.
an interview with get to know Tantrum House members. The other one was doing a internet fun fact of the month.
You should just grab that other whiteboard and just start.
I know.
We need some kind
So,
of historic scribal.
I love
Yeah, that's fine.
discovering tidbits of knowledge on the internet.
Okay.
So, for example, did you hear about the kid who just beat Tetris as the first
Yes.
human ever?
Yes.
Well, you can beat Tetris?
Yes.
Yes.
One
He got-
human finally did
Got
it.
to the end where there was no
I thought
more
there
left.
wasn't any.
There was no more
Wow.
coding
Yes.
left. There's
Yeah,
nothing
there's
left coding.
there's
That's
an
not
end.
true.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway,
Doesn't it just start over in the new life?
no.
No, he got
there's an end.
He got as many points as
You
you
start
could
over as
get,
a
and that
block.
was it.
So, I think we could come up with fun facts and stories that are board game related
News-ish.
to discuss that kind of news segment. And then the third one, I would love to talk about accessories that are board game related, jewelry, home decor, other sort of organizational things, because I have a hard time finding board
chatting.
game jewelry that I would love to kind of showcase pieces I have found, Etsy shops that I have found, things that I've collected or things. I think it's board game adjacent, but still board game themed.
Speaking of accessories,
Yes.
this shirt is from tabletop.com.
Yes.
They gave us a free shirt to show off on our show. I don't know where that one is. I bought this one because I thought it looked cool.
It is really cool.
Will actually
so
has
good.
the free one. He
Do I?
did.
Oh, is it the snake one?
Yes.
The snake one is cool, yeah.
So yeah, showcasing shirts and different things that are board game
I'm
related.
doing an RPG session later, so I was like, let's party. That's
It's
the shirt.
perfect.
He was ready. He was ready.
Anyway, so
Okay.
those are my 3 ideas.
All right, so now I need you at home audience because I love that third one a lot. We get a lot of people want to send us stuff to
Yeah.
talk about, and we don't ever have a good we're not going to do a review video of T-shirts.
Yeah.
So this is a great opportunity to show off some of those cool products that we're using. Now I need you at home to brainstorm the title of that segment. It has to start with H. It has to be like Hannah's. And that way we can like shout it every episode and be
Yeah.
like, now it's time for hot objects with Hannah. I don't know, whatever, something like that. You help me out, right? That's all I got. Objects is where I'm going.
Yeah. Hidden gems or something.
Hidden gem.
I don't
Hannah's hidden gems. I like that.
Something like that.
All right.
Anyway.
Just leave it to the audience. Stop
Sorry.
making it a good idea. You're just gonna come with dumb ideas.
Okay, I'm done.
Objects. All right.
There's objects.
That's all I got.
Objects.
Kevin's got the list. He's starting on it. I like
What's
it.
that third one here? Was the
Objects.
And then
You don't have to write
the internet fun facts. Or,
internet fun facts.
Fun facts.
Anyway, so there's my 3.
All right. Very
Someone
cool.
else can go.
Hannah's happy hour.
Hower.
Well, it's spelled it like a normal
He
hour.
said hour.
You gotta pronounce those. Gotta be alliterated. All right.
Does it?
Yeah, a little bit. It does. I was gonna say Tantrum House is, but it's not. Kickstarter conniption, alliterated with different letters.
Okay.
All right.
I
Kevin,
mean,
did you say you had an idea?
I think like a board game industry topic would be like we used to do tantrum talks back
Yes.
years ago.
Probably 4 years ago.
Probably like 6 years ago. Anyway, I feel like a segment about like current industry happenings might be interesting for people to hear about.
So it's kind of hobby news, but kind of. Yours is
Hers
like
is more fun facts.
Yeah,
Ours is more like a discussion on
Yeah.
like what
Okay,
do we
okay.
think about what's going on.
Kickstarter or publishers or anything
Yeah,
that are that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Jared mentioned having Larry teach a game wrong.
We've done
Those
those
are
yeah.
always
before.
fun.
Those are
Apparently
fun.
the people remembered, so we gotta have to pull them back out.
Jared said
Those
he
were
actually bought games based off of
The
those.
wrong description?
Yes.
That is clever.
You got Robin Hood based on Larry and Larry.
Yes.
fun. That is super funny.
It
I
was
didn't read
pretty
that
good.
comment. I love it.
So that plays into one of the ideas I had because I've said Tantrum House rules, so
Yes.
play on words often. But
Ooh, I
a
like
lot of
that.
times we play the game wrong, but it's better than the actual game. So
game
our house rules.
Yeah.
But also Tantrum House, we're cool.
So house rules.
Like with a Z on the end instead of like an ES.
Right, like it,
It's a
like,
play
like
on
we
words.
rule.
House rules. So you like how to improve a game.
Sure.
Or even like, so we messed up a game that we were playing. We were just talking about it. Shelfie.
My Shelfie. We made the super advanced expert
We
mode.
assumed a rule that wasn't
Yeah.
actually a rule. And we were like, this game is so hard.
This game
But it was
is
actually
like
kind of good.
Yeah. That's exactly
We'll share that with you in our next episode if we can remember.
If
what
you
the
think
rule
my
is.
Shelfie is a little light, here's how to make it so difficult. It'll take you hours to play.
Okay, cool. Jim has a good
How will-
suggestion, which is actually something I had already thought of. He said he struggles to get a good game group together. Can we have like suggestions for that topic? I was thinking about doing like, we should do a top 5 or a top 10 in every episode. And it doesn't have to be like top 10 board games of the year. It could be like top 10, something simple, top 10 snacks to offer a game night, or top 10 tips for how to host a good game night. So I think we could definitely throw in like a short, maybe a top 5 list. Maybe it's
I
not
think
even
5
10.
is a little bit, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
top 5
Or
lists.
top 5 fillers, or top 5 whatever.
Top 5 lists.
Right,
Small
right.
box games, anything.
So if you have suggestions for top 5s, put those in there as well.
A mini
We'd love to know.
segment on what rules we played wrong this month.
Every-
Oh.
That's a whole show right
Yeah.
there. It does
Many
get, I do have a comment about that. It does get difficult because I think we assume a lot of rules because we play so many games and know so many mechanics.
Oh,
And I think there are a lot of gamers that do the same. So reading the rules after you play the game is also a great tip.
This symbol means something in this game, therefore it must mean the same thing here. So we're just gonna do it.
I do that
Yeah.
a lot. Barry has a good suggestion. This is one of the things that we try to do a little tiny bit of in the show, and I would love to see more of it. He says if you could somehow bring in live viewers for live questions or to participate in a game or contests like we do in our marathons, that would be cool. I agree. There's a lot of work in like doing the live Zoom thing, but we do super enjoy being able to play a game and like get comments from the audience. Maybe what we need is just a list of games that like we know of 2 or 3 or maybe 10 that we could play. But if you have games that you're like, this would work perfect on a live audience thing,
Well,
put those in the comments. 'Cause
What if
we'd
we
love
did
to-
pre-recorded segments that we popped in with
We can't
With
a
play
member
live
of the
audience.
audience? With a member of the audience.
Oh, like if
that-
somebody zoomed with us at
Yeah.
some other point?
I don't know if
That
that
would
would.
people want to watch that.
Or
Yeah.
maybe we dedicate part of the show, or even make a new show of just playing games with audience members.
Yeah.
Like a Zoom.
A
Part
Zoom
of playing a game with an audience member, I had an idea we could have a big meta game that we're doing over the course of the episode, and the audience has to guess what game we're playing. We'll just keep score
What
in
was
the
that
comments or
game?
something.
There
Get
is-
Out or
there-
something?
Oh,
Game Changers?
yes.
No.
Don't get
Oh,
got.
yeah,
Don't
Game
get got.
Changers.
Good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that.
Are you saying it would be
Okay.
like a game like we just like have a symbol and then somebody has to figure it out, or like?
Yeah, like they gain a point every time they touch their ear or something. I don't know if people would follow that, but it's like, oh, Will's at 10 points. What has he done 10 times?
Fascinating. I love the metagame
I was
idea.
stretching for what could we do?
put in a suggestion for that because that was fun. The game you guys played over there, I was like, why didn't we play that with the audience? That's great. Like, what do you think we do now? Flip the cards over. Like, the audience could have been quick on getting that. We
Oh,
probably
box.
just need to be intentional on thinking about which games we're going to play.
Audience participation stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted Jonah to do it. Jonah did a good job.
Thank you.
You did.
Thank you.
Figured it
Also a
out.
segment,
Little
how
help.
to
Almost
jazz
got
up
me.
an old tired game. I've got a long list of all the games we played as kids and how to change 1 or 2 rules to make them have some more choices.
Not
I would
terrible.
like to know how to make Candyland fun as an adult.
I do. I
See?
know that answer.
Okay. We
Tune
can talk
in
about
next
it
month.
Next month.
What is the name of that segment?
How to jazz up mass market games?
Sure.
Okay.
Put lipstick
House
on a
rules.
pig episode.
House rule. I mean, it could fit in
It's
the
just
house.
my house rules
Yeah,
segment
it
again.
could fit
It
in the
is.
house
It'll
rules.
fall in
Yeah.
there. That's good. We got it. Excellent. All right. Any other suggestions you guys have from the audience? We'd love to hear. Just go ahead and flood us with whatever random ideas you have. There are no bad ideas. I mean, there are, but we'll take the good ones and then we'll go from there. I think we did have one more game that I put somewhere that we were going to
It's
play.
over there.
Because you can play with us a little bit. I think we maybe played Fun Facts on the show before. Have you guys all played Fun
Yes.
Facts?
I have.
Dan's coming to the party.
Push off to the
In
side.
Fun Facts, we are going to ask a generic question. You can kind of, you can't really answer it at home, but you can tell us what order you think they should be in. So every player in the game is going to get a cool little plastic disc with a matching colored marker. They're going to write their name on one side of the tile, and then on the other side, we'll answer whatever the question is that comes out of the box. And then we'll take turns putting them on the table, and we're going to try to put them in order. All of these questions are number-based questions. And so a question might be, for example, let's see what we got. Oh, I love it. Good start. Here we go. How well would you survive a zombie apocalypse? 0 to 100. As the clue reader, I get to answer any questions you might have.
Everyone put their name
So
on.
if you want to know, like, what is a 0, 1 to 100?
So, what kind of zombie we're talking? Are we talking about walkers?
Slow moving, yeah,
Are
slow
we talking
moving
about
only.
what's
If they
World
bite
War
you,
Z
you become-
where they like
no.
rush you?
It's impossible. No one's surviving that.
Is it disease based or like
Yes.
fungus based?
Fungus.
Or
I like fungus.
alien or something?
No, fungus
Wow.
zombies.
You're way
It's
too
like-
much into this.
It's already taken over. They've
That-
already taken over the world at this point.
At what point? What
It's-
level
it's-
of
it's-
suspension of disbelief
All
of
the
The
way.
Walking
No,
Dead?
100 believe. You have to believe every part of it. How well would you survive? 0 to 100. I'm writing Will.
I've thought about
Zero
this
to
a
So
long
we'll
time.
name on one side, number on the other.
Yes. My blue token still had my name on the back, which is pretty awesome.
So why are you erasing?
Well, because I wrote my name on the other side, or I realized it was written on this
Your
side.
name goes twice. That's not a number. Your name's not a number.
All right, I go first as the reader. I put mine on this table. I guess this will be the up version. Up is
I definitely
so-
wrote it the wrong way.
so we'll go Sarah, and then Sarah's gonna say, will she be more likely to survive? Or did she put a higher number or less likely to survive? Lower number on the list. And she's gonna make a quick decision, and then you tell us at home. Well, I don't know at what point. Maybe like once half these are on the table, are you higher or lower?
Then-
and what order do you think we should have
Who
gone?
do we
in?
want to?
Go for
Go
it. You
ahead,
can be
Hannah.
next, Hannah.
Okay. I'm telling you.
All right, Ryan, where are you going to go? Are you going lower or higher or in the middle? He can jump into the middle as
I
well.
am like going to be so shocked if you're not the.
I really feel like
highest.
Ryan might have been higher.
He's put the most thought
Right, he's
into
thought
this.
about it. He has prepared for this moment.
Jonah, higher or lower? Higher than Will or lower than me?
Put me lower than Ryan.
I see the men have no
I like that
faith.
handwriting.
put me lower than
What was
Jonah.
That was, you think Jonah making it lower than you are?
Kevin.
So, yeah.
Put me below Hannah.
Below. Kevin is not
See
making it.
that? I can
All right, audience at home, we'll give you just a second. Do you think we got it right? If
Are
you're going
you
to read,
going to adjust yours?
I technically, yeah, as the first player, can readjust. I actually do think I'm higher than Ryan, but I think this is actually a pretty good lineup. If I were personally going
It
to
is
switch
not.
one,
Absolutely not.
yeah, I think I would move Sarah higher if I were going to
Yeah.
adjust
We're
one.
gonna
But
figure
I almost
I can
went-
only adjust mine.
Well, house rules.
Oh, house rules. Okay, here we go. I hope you had a chance to vote.
Kevin.
5. He's not, and Hannah. All right,
50-50.
we're still
Oh, do
technically
we-
winning.
Sorry,
This
do we keep
guy.
them in order?
I think if
I
you
wrote them the
officially
wrong
follow the
way, yeah.
rules, we're supposed to like get points until 85. What do you
Yes,
think, Sarah?
absolutely.
60.
Absolutely. I am making it.
71.
85. I could live in the woods
80.
for months if I had
95.
Pretty good. I was right about Sarah. If I had moved Sarah up, we
Yeah,
would've
I have
Yeah.
no chance.
So technically 5 should come out.
85.
Yeah.
And
Right.
60,
I feel
71,
like
and
people
80
are
off to come out.
Giving these
Oh.
Because you have to go high.
Yeah.
So we got 3 points.
Like,
We
I'm
didn't
not
do
making
I
it.
should have gone
Like,
below
I'm-
you, Sarah.
I can
I'm
make
not.
it the first 2 weeks.
Well,
That's all you make it in 2 weeks?
2 weeks?
Then when
Oh,
I'm
you
like-
start shutting down, you got no power, you got
Yeah,
no food.
that's what I
you got-
said, I
you got-
can't live
I'm out
in
there
the woods.
actively hunting.
No.
Right, what are you
With
doing?
zombies.
I'm only
with
making
fire.
it like 2 days
I
because
feel
I'm
like zombies
You're
are
not
very
expecting
predictable.
zombies.
It is very
So is that
easy.
3 points?
I only put 80 because
Is that 3?
flukes happen.
Right. You don't know when
It's
they're
like,
going to just pop out of
you
nowhere
can't-
for
I would
audience
put 100%,
participation.
but there's like a 1 in 5 chance that like
it
I'm gonna
3?
trip and get some sort of infection.
Right.
You know.
Alright, then one fell out of the tree on you, just
I just
perched
Yes,
figured
Zane.
Jonah's probably
Yes.
the fastest out
Is
of
it
all of us.
accurate?
So all he has to do is be the fastest to survive the longest.
He's getting out. Oh, we were all together in your
Right,
area.
yeah.
So this next one,
I'm not
people-
outrunning Jonah. I'm not going to get it.
our
Thane, you are correct. Sarah seems sweet, but it would be 5 minutes and the zombies would be running from her. That is
Audience?
absolutely correct.
Yeah.
next one, the audience has to put their number in.
Will. Put the audience put their number in?
Everyone's got to put their
Alright,
number in.
I
Whatever
love
the
it.
next
We
one.
won't
what's the-
look at the
I love it.
comment.
I love it. Good
What
idea.
is the next one?
Read us a
Oh,
question.
sorry. I didn't.
Sarah, what's the question for the audience and us?
How much would you like to study at Hogwarts?
There we go. Give me your number.
Hogwarts
0 to
is,
100.
Harry Potter.
Thank you. I was thinking
Is it
that.
0 to...
I was
Wait, hold
saying,
on.
is
Wait,
Hogwarts
what's the-
right next
how
to
much?
Mordor?
Yeah, it is next
How
to it.
much would you like to study at Hogwarts?
Who is
Well,
the
Zero.
again, hold on, let me
Yeah.
ask you a
Oh,
question.
yeah. We can ask questions.
Are we just studying at Hogwarts? Are we automatically on the Quidditch team?
gotta try out?
Yeah. get a
Hey,
wand.
You gotta try
that's
out.
part of
Right,
do
do
you
we-
want
do
to
you
be
get
there?
one?
Do we assume that
That means
you
we
have to
can
have
do the
magic to be there?
Oh, yeah.
right?
Is
Okay,
this
that's
is
important for me.
You just
Because
gotta
if I
Harry
wanna
Potter
get magic
era,
and it's
like
just how much you wanna
Voldemort's
go
in
back to
power,
school, I don't.
Dumbledore is the
But I
headmaster?
I think it's current.
situation?
I think we are post Harry Potter.
Post Harry Potter.
Oh,
In
yeah.
2024, would you go study to Harry? Like that's
Post
different.
Voldemort,
Yeah.
my chances go higher.
I would.
Right.
Yeah.
tell
So what is it, 0 to 100?
0 to
0 to
100.
100.
Is Tom Riddle still a student?
That would be.
Oh, look at him in there.
We are post Harry Potter. We are in 2024.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Oh.
Malfoy's son is now in your class.
He's probably like the dean.
Okay, yeah, we're in Harry Potter and the Cursed
He's
Child.
old now.
How's that?
Sarah's first, right? All right, Ryan.
More than Sarah, less than Sarah. Where you going, Jonah? We all want to know.
I'm going on the bottom. bottom of the
See, I don't know. I'm
Oh,
gonna.
yes,
You're left.
I'll go below Jonah.
I'm gonna go below Hannah.
Below Hannah. I'm coming in, I think, below Sarah, but above
Sarah, are you
Jonah.
moving it?
Wait.
No, I
Before we do it, have people
Let us
start
know
with
at
their
home. Yeah,
numbers.
give us your number. I see a couple numbers in there. These are low numbers.
This is
They
the
might
question.
be-
Like, who
If you're
is the
just going back to
Hogwarts Harry?
school.
Like, yeah.
Right, you do have to study. You gotta like. You,
That's fine.
You could be terrible at magic because you didn't study, and now you're like the dork that nobody wants to hang out with. And, like, don't know how to do anything.
They probably got the invisibility cloak locked up.
Right, all the good
Can't
stuff
you
is
go
gone.
get it?
Right, exactly.
You got magic.
There's alternate magical solutions for all problems.
Absolutely.
I think we should move right higher.
5,
Super low.
Alright, come on, Jonah.
40,
All right.
Okay.
I was going like I would
75.
know if I could get magic.
75,
Yeah.
Come on.
100.
Oh no.
Oh, we didn't get a lot of points though. Good job.
Right, sorry, right.
Kevin was so high.
We were so
Voldemort is
So-
not
Who
present,
is
is
yellow?
what we said.
Yeah,
And
Ryan.
Dumbledore
It's
isn't
not like
putting-
1%
Ryan.
you don't want
Did
to
he
know.
put his
Yeah.
first?
Like,
So-
what?
He didn't put his first.
I
know.
love Thane's
If you
comment.
were
Why were you
100,
100?
you should have put it on top.
She went first. I put mine on top.
Oh, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was mine.
Okay,
Everybody else
that's
is
fair.
jumping ahead.
That is fair.
Thane says if I was just a student, 85%. If I was friends with the main character, 0. I totally
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
definitely dying. Terrible
Dumbledore
things are
isn't
happening
putting
to
us in
you.
danger, and
You wanna
Voldemort's
get
not.
back
You're getting
Oh,
cursed.
Sure, 100%.
If I
Yeah.
could just hang out.
100%? I'm surprised. You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
like 1%, like, what?
Yeah.
Not even 99, he's in.
Alright, we gotta do
If
one more.
Hogwarts
I
is
only
there,
wanna go
I'm going to.
If I'm immediately on the Quidditch team. I want to fly on a broom
I do think that sounds
a
great.
little bit.
Okay,
Maybe
I'm
if
gonna
I-
modify
I
this
don't
question
want to
for
turn
our
into a
show.
I want to
Okay.
have to catch
All
a
right.
snitch.
I'm gonna modify this question
You wanna-
slightly for our show. How likely are you to follow the rules in a board game in general? How likely are you to follow the rules in a board game in general?
Like, do we
Oh, in
know
general?
that
You know what the rules are. You know
You know
what
what the rules are, and then you play and you follow them.
You either making your own house rules or you just accidentally cheat the whole time. Not naming any names.
And that's 100 is following the
Zero.
rules.
Yeah, you play the
0
game.
is I
No
don't
house
follow the rules.
100 is like I never use house
No
rules.
free parking.
I
in
only
Monopoly.
play the game exactly
Gotta be
how
free
it
parking.
is played.
That's the only way you're playing Monopoly.
Yep.
Free parking.
Then you play with people who are like, no, that's not in the rules.
Right, are you playing Uno
And I
like,
want to literally
Alright,
base
Ryan's
Uno.
first
Let's
time.
stop playing now.
or are we playing 4 on 4 on 4 on 4?
Jonah?
Yes. Also,
Are you above or where are you at? Between me and Ryan.
I'm below you guys.
Okay. Dan?
I think I'm gonna be between you and Ryan.
Okay.
I'm below Jonah.
Below Jonah.
Whoa.
I would agree with that statement.
Oh, just go ahead.
You don't play all the games with me, Sarah.
Yeah. Are you kidding? Melissa yells at you all the time.
Oh.
Look at these rule
Like all
followers.
the
Good job.
time.
Following the rules as you know them. I like that.
Yeah.
As you know them.
Kristen, I'm not that low. Come on now.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Will.
Who went first? Do they want to switch? Oh,
Oh, no, I don't want to switch.
50.
I feel I'm going to half the time.
50. Oh, I'm not, guys.
90,
Too high.
I'm sorry.
Too high.
50,
Oh, look at all
Too
these
high.
85, 75,
Oh, too high.
90.
It seems
So-
pretty reasonable. Who was in the mid?
Is it
Who was in
sorry.
90?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jonah was 90?
No, everything above
No,
90
this-
goes away.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
Jordan's
these three.
90?
There you go.
I play by the rules. What do I-
I'm a
okay.
house rule.
You were all about
Yeah.
free
Who's this?
scale.
There's yes, free, but I don't play Monopoly that often. You play with free
I don't
parking.
play games
You
like
play
this.
Uno, you can stack them, but that's not like I play lots of games. I play by the rules.
Yeah.
I'm like 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To try
Yeah,
to play by the
I'm
rules, but
fine
I'm not
with
like,
changing
it's not the end of
something
the world.
for
I'm
a
like,
player
oh.
count.
So yeah, Melissa says she's 90, and I would say I'm a little less than Melissa.
Melissa said
And
90.
Kevin would be
Yeah.
even
that's
less
my
than
fault,
us.
Then. Drop me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Correct. There is not a
Sorry.
90. There's
Not
no
90.
way.
you're not.
90 on that
Melissa's
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the.
Drop me.
You're at least 80.
Yeah.
There's plenty of games like this one. I don't care about scoring. I'm just gonna play the game to have a good time.
I was yelled at
I'm
when I
definitely
played this
not-
because I would do like, no, I'm 0 or 100, and I was told that I needed to be more nuanced
Good job,
than that.
No
so
good.
I'm being more nuanced.
I
than-
like it. I like it.
So are we working together to get the highest score possible?
We're not actually really playing it the right way, but yes.
Yes.
We should
What?
be.
It's cool. Speaking
I
of,
didn't read the rules.
100%. Exactly.
as you know them,
No.
as you
This is
know
how you play
them.
this game. Halfway following the rules. We got the general gist. Not worried about
We're
scoring.
also playing with audience members halfway.
Love it. Should we do one final one? It's noon o'clock.
Final one.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
there
We
any-
appreciate the feedback. We are looking forward to some new segments and some new fun in the coming year. If you haven't checked out tantrumcon.com,
Where's
man,
the box?
please go check it out. It's coming up
Where's the box?
January 25th through the 29th. 4 days of board gaming goodness in. What are you looking for?
Where's all the cards?
I mean, those are the good ones.
No, they're not.
You can go look at 1,000 other not good ones. I pulled a handful of fun ones. We are going to be hanging out, cheating, half playing the rules to games for 4 days in
Well, you
Charlotte,
are.
North Carolina.
Well, you are.
Some
Well, you
people-
are.
Some people will be playing. Well, they'll claim 90, but they won't actually be 90.
I will
playing
be
the rules.
playing by all rules.
We've got
Still having a good time.
all kinds of tournaments going on, tournament meals, lots of learn to plays, play to wins. We're going to be giving away so many games. It's going to be amazing.
Events are
Too
over.
many games.
Too many games. We've got 3 storage locations now of stuff. It's ridiculous how many things we got to load up to bring to TantrumCon.
So
Hope
many
to see you
games.
guys there.
So many.
What is our
Okay.
final category?
I'm
So I've
also
got a
gonna-
quick question
Oh, okay, go
for
ahead.
the audience. Is this the kind of thing that you guys would like to see more often?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Or are you like, stop laughing, you guys are obnoxious. Tell me more about other games.
Way to be negative.
We got to get both spectrums, 0 to
Okay.
100. Let us know.
0 to 100.
All right, let's just do that in the audience question.
0 to
Do you want to
100.
see more of this stuff? 100. This is stupid. 0. Be honest. We want your honest opinion. We won't be offended. Tell us the truth. Also, do this question.
How do we know which number they're going for?
Specify what your number is
Okay,
for.
specify your number. I'm also going to modify this question.
Oh,
If there weren't any restrictions on money, how many board games would you have in your collection?
0 to 100?
What is
No, you put any number.
Okay.
Any number.
Okay,
Or would
we're
you
gonna put
rather be
any
pets?
number.
Could
How many
it be-
Oh, well,
Do
many-
not answer this question.
The question
because
is
it's
actually
not-
about
we're not following
pets.
the rules.
Correct. What did you write? 50? You did
how many?
If there weren't any restrictions on money, how many board games would you have in your collection? I left the restriction of space.
does it have to be a rational number?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever you want. This one does not have
somewhat.
me 0
Square root
to
of negative
100.
I mean, what, this doesn't even make
Yeah,
sense because
I got a number.
have more than 100 games.
Here.
You know, but we're putting higher than
Any
100.
number
Oh,
you
you can
want.
put higher than 100.
Yeah, well.
Any number.
Any number.
How many do you think is back there?
Again, not playing by the rules. I'm conflicted. I
Right.
very will.
Yes.
I still answered.
I feel like Sarah's number needed to be lower on that previous one.
There we go.
On what? How many games?
You're breaking the rules over and over,
Wait.
just as exemplified in this game.
Sure.
And
Wait.
what did you write?
That's
I put 50 last
Yeah,
time.
24 is what she should have wrote.
But regular board games, I
Starting with Hannah,
probably.
then Jonah.
Okay, I gotta put a number.
Go
here.
ahead.
Higher or lower?
Under Hannah, please. Lower.
I'm gonna go under Jonah.
Over Hannah.
Yeah. That's smart. I would agree with that
Is
decision.
it to me?
Yes.
I'm not
Maybe.
ready.
You wrote a number.
I did write a number. I don't know. I don't know.
I will say if
Are we just going by the amount of games that are currently in our own house?
no, would you have more than you currently have?
No.
If you so then that's a good number you would put. That sounds
Ryan.
right.
Ryan would
Well,
have
be a-
infinite games.
Do you want
I'm like, money's
you
not
want
an
higher
object.
than I think that's it, right?
Money's not an option.
Space
Hold on.
is my
I can move.
limitation.
No, you
space
can't.
is mine.
Space
Only-
Hannah,
I could have,
higher
but
Hannah can.
I'm gonna leave mine.
Alright.
I think I would
Dan,
have
you're
more.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Let's do
There
this
it
at
is.
home.
See
At
how
home we've
bad
got
this is.
750. I don't know, my collection seems to keep growing even with regular culling. There's just too many great games.
No,
800.
I chose a
As I
realistic
already have
number.
more than
Yes,
100
sir.
games,
Okay.
probably 500 to 600. I'm
I
about
also
halfway
know
there. I
I'm
have
doing the house
250.
currently.
I have around 300. All right, let's see what we
Nice.
wrote. We know the true gamer fans out there.
Here we
So
go.
I might be above.
Dan wrote
Damn.
75 games.
75.
Okay.
150. 350.
350.
We're doing it.
24.
500.
Okay.
We're doing it.
550.
We're doing it.
2,000.
2,000.
So close.
We were so close. Where would you guys have put yours in the list? Do you think it was going to be higher? My shelves are full. I'm running out of space. I didn't actually count how many's back there. But I feel like it's
I always
See,
call.
the problem is money is no object, so you just buy a bigger house to contain your games.
Oh,
No, that's
They said money wasn't a limit.
But
for,
So,
for the
For
games.
games.
You're
For
not
games.
playing-
for
let's
games,
be
well, this
realistic.
is 4 games. I
Yes,
would
it
have a
is.
larger house, so I can have.
They're
I would not
saying
have a
On
larger house for
2,000
games. It's not
games,
worth it.
you have
I'm just saying.
1,900 of them that you haven't played in years.
you really have like
No, money's no object, so I'm playing them every day.
so that's like
Oh,
2 of our
the
board
money
game
part, we're
I'm not
libraries.
playing them every day.
No.
That's like 2 of our board
150
game libraries.
is realistic.
We know how
We
much
get
space
these
that
played.
takes.
How many?
up.
We
Do you
get
remember how
these
many
played.
Steph
These are the games
posted?
I own when we play them.
1900.
1900.
I like 75.
Steph
350 to
Yeah.
me
Hodges
was
has
like,
a
you want
bunch of
Hodges.
social channels. Chad,
You
yeah.
got some that are collecting
She posted
nuts.
on January 1st that she had played like 29 games on the first day of
No,
the
27.
month.
She did
27, sorry.
She did, she did the alphabet challenge, which is playing through the alphabet
I was,
plus a
also
couple.
confused. I was gonna say how many letters?
Because she did some number games, like 5 letters.
26 letters in the alphabet.
Yeah.
Right, but she played some
27 games.
games.
I
that-
saw that post also, and I thought to myself, "Come on," because her year-end summary was
It's
enormous
crazy.
I
number.
saw the list of games she played. I was like, that's doable.
Yes, but then I also clicked more so I could see what games she played, and I also thought that,
Yeah.
if you were shooting for that and you played
Hit
those
games.
26
Yeah.
games,
There were a
yes.
couple of there that were more than a half hour. They were
Sure.
like legitimate games. 27 in one day is so.
But she was doing a challenge trying to
it's
get through
awesome.
A through Z.
But she challenges herself every day. If she has the Ryan
Yeah,
mentality,
she can't even play-
could have 2,000 games and play them.
If
no
money
problem.
is no object, 2,000. It's
I don't
just a
know if
nice
she
round
played
number.
2,000.
You're not
Oh,
playing
she
them.
plays more than that.
You could have
Plays-
people
she
come over
played almost
every
2,000 this
day,
year.
and
But
you're
she didn't
not
play
playing.
2,000. She played
didn't-
almost 2,000.
She almost played 2,000 the whole year.
Yeah, but he was saying
2,000
you'd only play
games.
100 of them. I'm saying if you had
Yeah.
2,000 games and you do it right, you can play 2,000 games.
I don't know if I would. It's not enjoyable
Hey,
for me.
Right, yeah.
What?
See,
You're
yeah.
not replaying anything you liked. Oh, that was fun. Ugh, maybe next year.
No, she plays them over and over again though. Like she plays Cheat
She
Sheet.
But-
played 1,900.
What if it's-
Say that many.
But it's a collection.
And that's the biggest number we can talk about.
Yes.
With no
I got our first topic for next
Yes,
Saturday.
there you go.
All right, I love it. Here we go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We had a blast playing this game with you all and showing you some of the cool stuff that we had going on. We'll look forward to doing that more. Please tune in every probably first Saturday morning of the month. We'll let you know if that changes in any way, but we may try to get like an email survey out or something in the next month or so, because we would love you guys' feedback. We enjoy putting these shows together. We want you guys to enjoy watching the shows, and hopefully we can all work together to have a beautiful 2024. Ryan, you're gonna have to go over there so you can exit
You're
the
gonna
show
have to
after
go
you say
over
words. Oh, okay.
Because the computer is asleep.
Oh, sweet. Laptop fell asleep because Ryan wasn't at the helm. Good job.
But thank you so much for checking out the video today. We
We'll see
appreciate all of your
Keep
feedback.
saying more words. I need to say.
See
Yeah,
next
okay,
year.
we're still
See you next year, 2025.
Yeah.
All
We'll also
right.
see everyone who's coming to Tantrum Con at Tantrum Con. We're planning on having a blast. We're doing all the fun things we always do, plus so much more.
Absolutely.
Lots of giveaways, lots of fun. So if you have
We
not
have-
gotten your tickets yet, you should totally do that
100%.
fast.
That's a 100.
And if you've already gotten your tickets, thank you for the support, and we'll see you there. We're excited to play games with you.
It's gonna be a great one.
Bye.